Now here the 12th class student, I am going to tell you again we are having the word problem based upon local maxima and minima, or you can say maxima and minima. In all the word problems we only have to apply how to find out the local maxima and minima using second derivative test. Now the difference is that in previous questions we have to given the function, but here we have to just read the statement and then we have to form the function, and then we have to find out the maximum and the minimum value. The value of question is this: find the maximum profit that a company can make if the profit function is given to be this. Now here in this question the function is given, this is the profit function is given. We have to find out the maximum profit, and from the question we can easily tell either our second derivative should be positive or negative. Now it is the maximum profit, means our second derivative should be negative. Now here the profit function is given to be this. Again you have to find out its maximum value. Again find out the first derivative, p dash x equal to what? 24 minus 36x, taking 12 common, 2 minus 3x. Then again putting p dash x equal to 0. This implies x equal to 2 by 3. Then we will find out the second derivative. When I differentiate it again, we are getting it is what? 0 minus 36. Now the second derivative is negative. Therefore this is the point of local maxima. Therefore profit is maximum at x equal to 2 by 3. Now x does not exist there, so there is no need to put the value of x equal to 2 by 3. Only by differentiation we are getting it is what? Negative. So we can easily say this is, therefore the profit is maximum at x equal to 2 by 3, because always maximum or the minimum exists at the critical points. Therefore the profit is maximum at x equal to 2 by 3, and maximum profit is p 2 by 3. Putting the value of x equal to 2 by 3 in this function, we are getting the maximum profit equal to 49 units. You can mention here it is what? 49 units. Now our word problem has been started. First we have to frame the function, then we have to repeat all the steps of local maxima and minima, and these questions are always important and come in the exam in 6 marks question. The question is, find two numbers whose sum is 24 and the product is as large as possible. As large means the maximum. Only from the question we can guess our second derivative, the nature of second derivative will be positive or the negative. Now we have to find out two numbers whose sum is 24. We can suppose let the numbers be x and another number will be 24 minus x, and we have to prove that product is as large. Therefore the product of number is x into 24 minus x. Now we have to tell either its second derivative is what? Positive or negative. Now this is our function. This is our function. From the given statement we have formed the function. It means px equal to 24x minus x square. This is our function. Now the next steps will be the same. Again we will find out the first derivative, 24 minus 2x. Then in the next step we have to put it equal to 0, x equal to 2. Again finding the second derivative, it is equal to minus 2 less than 0. So we can say the product is maximum when the first number is 12 and the second number will be 24 minus 12 equal to 12. Or you can say when the numbers are equal, then the product is maximum. Sometime it can be restated in the question. We have to prove that the product is maximum when the numbers are equal. So both the numbers are equal, so we can say the product is maximum. Now again the question, find positive numbers x and y such that x plus y equal to 60. It means sum is given to 60, and we have to prove that x into y cube is maximum. Now here The question is similar, x plus y equal to 60. Now this quantity you have to prove that maximum. It means this is our function. It means p equal to x into y cube. Now before differentiation we have to only make our function must have only one variable. Now whenever there is two variable, always one condition is given in the question to eliminate one of the variable. Now p equal to x into y cube. So we can easily eliminate, y can be put 60 minus x. Now it will be our function p equal to x into 60 minus x whole cube. Now it has only one variable. Constant may be any, but the variable term should be only the one. Then this is our function. Again we have to repeat the same step. We have to find out the first derivative. You can open the bracket if you want. Now using the product rule, the derivative of x is 1, second function as it is plus first function as it is the derivative of second. It is what 3 into 60 minus x whole square into derivative of this minus 1. Simplifying, we are getting here the first derivative equal to this. Then again putting p dash x equal to 0, either x equal to 60 or x equal to 15. But x cannot be 60 because the sum of number is 60. So one number cannot be 60. So therefore x equal to 15. Now again we will find out the second derivative of the function, differentiating it. Again applying the product rule, we can find out the second derivative. Again simplifying, we are getting here what? Minus 2 into 60 minus x minus 2x minus 60. Again taking this common, we are having here minus 2 into 60 minus x. Then it is what? Minus plus, sorry, एक second. Now it is what? 60 minus x whole square, 60 minus 4x. Then we are differentiating it here. We are getting here, let me change something is there. Minus 2 into 60 minus x. Let's see differentiation. Now this is the first derivative, differentiating it, applying the product rule. It should be plus 2. It should be plus 2. 2 into 60 minus x into derivative of minus 1. It is minus 2 into 60 minus x. Second function as it is. Then plus 60 minus x whole square as it is. And the derivative of this is minus 4. There is some mistake in calculation. You should correct it. This minus 2 should be here also. This minus 2 should be here also, because this is the first minus 2 into 60 minus x, this function as it is. Then first function as it is, the derivative of this is minus 4. Simplifying, minus 2 into 60 minus x, 60 minus 4x we have taken common, and here it should be what we left with. We have taken minus 2 common, so therefore it should be plus. There the sign should be plus, sign should be here. Make this correction here. Then we are getting here the second derivative is minus 4 into 60 minus x into x plus 30. Then here when putting x equal to 15, we are saying it is what? The second derivative should be negative. So therefore p is maximum when x equal to 15. It means the first derivative is 15 and the second derivative is 60 minus 15 equal to 45. Again the 12th class student make the correction here in the calculation. We are getting the second derivative is minus 4 into 60 minus x into x plus 30. When put x equal to 15, the second derivative is negative. So therefore the product that is given in the question is xy cube. We can say therefore p is maximum when x equal to first number is 15 and y equal to 45. Now here the next question, one of the important question. See it here. A square piece of tin of side 18 centimeter is to be made into a box without top by cutting a square from each quarter and folding up the flaps to form the box. What should be the side of the square to be cut so that volume of the box is maximum possible? Read the question again. A square piece of tin is given. Side is 18 centimeter. From each corner we are cutting a square from each corner and folding up the flaps to form the box. What should be the side of the square to be cut so that volume of the box is maximum possible? Now let us see the solution. Now let us see this question with the help of the figure. Now we have to given the square sheet of side for 18 centimeter. We have taken this square sheet. Now from each corner of the square sheet a square is cut. We have cut from each corner. Let the side of the square to be cut is x centimeter. We have taken from each corner. We are cutting this square and then we are just opening these flaps. This is the way to make the box always. Whenever you have to make the box, we always take first a rectangular or the square sheet and then we cut from each corner. Then just we are opening these flaps, then it take from flaps, then we can make the box. Now here let x be the side of the square cut from each corner of the square sheet. Now here when we will just fold these flaps, then it takes the form of the open box. So therefore the length of the open box, now this portion has been cut, this portion has been cut. Therefore the we left with length of the open box will be what? 18 minus 2x. And similarly the breadth of the open box will be again 18 minus 2x. And height of the open box equal to x centimeter. Because we are cutting this corner, then this will act as the flap. They will be standing. So therefore the height of the open box equal to x. These are the main point to understand in this question. See, we have to given the square sheet. From each corner we are cutting a square and then folding the flaps, it take the form of what? Open box. So therefore let x be the side of the square cut from each corner. Length of open box 18 minus 2x. And breadth of the open box is again 18 minus 2x. And always the height of the open box is equal to side of the square. So therefore the volume of the open box is length into breadth into height. So putting here volume is x into 18 minus 2x whole square. So this is our function and it has only one variable. This we have to care about. Now the function is formed. Now the same steps we have to repeat. We have to find out the first derivative, then put it equal to 0. When we are putting this equal to 0, either x equal to 9 or x equal to 3. But x equal to 9 is not possible, because if x equal to 9, it becomes 9 plus 9, 18. So therefore it cannot be cut. It is not possible because the total length is 18. So therefore we are cut. If we are taking x equal to 9, then no box will be formed. So therefore x equal to 9 rejecting because it is not possible. So x equal to 3. Now here we again will find out the second derivative. Again we are finding the second derivative by using the product rule. Either you can also multiply it and then again you can find out the second derivative, which one is convenient for you. Then again finding the second derivative, we are getting here, this is the second derivative equal to 4 into 6x minus 36. Now taking x equal to 3, when I am putting x equal to 3, this is what? Negative. Only we have concerned it, either it is positive or the negative, whichever the value may be. So putting x equal to 3, it will be what? Negative. So therefore the second derivative of volume is negative. So we can say the volume is maximum when the side of the square equal to 3 centimeter. If it is in the question, it has been asked to find out the maximum volume, then we can find out its maximum volume by putting x equal to 3 in this expression. Now again the next question is the similar question, only instead of square sheet we have to given the rectangular sheet. You can go through the question number 18 from this very exercise, Only the difference between these two questions is here. In this question we have to given the rectangular sheet of 45 by 24. The remaining statement is the same. So therefore the length of the open box equal to, this is 45, 45 minus 2x. The breadth of the open box is 24 minus 2x, and height of the open box will be x. Then again we will find out the volume of the open box and proceed the same steps to get the volume of the maximum volume of the open box so formed, or you have to tell when the volume of the box is maximum. This is all about today. You have to do the question of exercise 6.5 up to question number 18.